Hello everybody, my name is Flo. Today I'm going to be reading Creativity.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to this B1 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. So today I'm going to talk about creativity. I feel like this topic that doesn't get discussed much outside the touring artist communities. However, I think it's something important that plays a role in all our lives. First of all, let's try to define creativity. One of the definitions I found was the following: the use of imagination or original ideas. This is exactly how I describe it. When you produce something original, whether it be an idea, solution, game, or work of art, you're being creative. So that would be that the opposite of being creative is doing things or copying things that other people do or tell you to do. In many situations, this isn't a bad thing. There are pieces of situations that don't call creativity. In these cases, the best thing to do is follow orders, plan to processes that are already laid out for you. When you're on the job, it's probably not good for you to always try to be creative. You might actually end up making things worse that way. However, there are many situations in which creativity is good, and so we should try to foster that ourselves and in our children. I mention children because, in my opinion, creativity is an essential part of being a child. For example, when I was a young kid, I played outside practically every day with my neighbors, and the game we played involved a lot of creativity on our part. We had to imagine certain scenarios, think of rules to follow, and invent many aspects of these games as we went along. This is called for creative thinking because we had to make these games interesting and fun. However, nowadays this type of play isn't quite as popular as it used to be. Sure, many kind of kids games play outside, but it's becoming increasingly normal for kids to spend hours in day. Their source of entertainment comes from what they're shown on the device, and so they don't have to be creative to have fun. Some people might not consider this that big of a problem, but I do. I've worked with many kids in different contexts, and I've definitely seen the importance of creativity in kids' lives. I've taught many kids that don't have this tendency to be creative, and in my opinion, this has some negative effects on their life. In many cases, the kids have worse communication skills, and they seem to have less self-confidence. However, on the other hand, I've known some kids who probably has too much freedom in their creativity, and this also seems to have some negative effects. For example, the kids sometimes have trouble following rules. In summary, I think that we should create an environment for kids that foster creativity, but I also think that we should rein that creativity at times. So how can we train our creativity and become more creative in general? I think the best way to do this is through creative activities. There are plenty of artist activities that we can try or hand out. For example, you might want to try drawing or painting. I'm certainly not good at either of these, but I do engage in them from time to time and think it really benefits me. It takes my comfort zone and forces me to think and move in a way that's not too familiar to me. Another creative activity that you might want is creative writing. Not many people engage in this activity on a regular basis, but they should. It makes you think words and phrases that you might not normally use, and it forces you to scrap things in a way that you're not used to. I'm sure there are also many activities you could think that could help you train your creativity. Okay, now I'm going to ask you 3 questions about today's video. Write your answers in the comment below. What's the opposite of being creative? What's one reason why many kids don't play creative games nowadays? What's one activity that you can do to train your creativity?